In this video, we'll be showing you how to make a turbo controller for Call of Duty 4 so that you can shoot single-shot weapons really fast automatically. Today we'll be using our modded controller. It works for the Xbox 360 even though it's a PlayStation 2 controller. If you want to find out how to do that, watch our other videos. You're just going to need a screwdriver and some paper clips for this one, guys. Enjoy. First thing you're going to need to do is rip out the R2 button. Next thing you're going to need to do is take out the R1 button, which is a little bit harder. And you're going to find these little rubber buttons, and you're going to need to pull those out. There's one in here and in the R1 button slot, which I've already removed. Next thing you're going to need to do is bend your paper clip. And I've already fashioned one for this, but what you do is you stick it in the holes. There's one hole right here, and there's one hole right here. If I can get this here, I'll show you guys. This one goes down in the right hole down there. Almost got it. There we go. Now, if you've done it correctly, it should act like a trigger. Alright, now how this works is it jams the buttons, alright? So when you press down on the trigger, it starts firing. It's as easy as that. Here, I'll shoot another round right about now. There you go. Alright.
Today, I'll be showing you how to make a rapid fire controller. First off, you're going to need the supplies. So, you need to get some 24 gauge wire. This is 35 foot length, and I've already got the beginning stripped here, down the middle. It's rainbow wire. You're also going to need to strip the ends off for this. You're going to need to cut about a 3 to 5 inch length of material. You're also going to need some resin core solder. This is light duty. You need to get light duty because I know that works. I'm not sure about the others, but just get light duty to be safe. You're going to need some scissors. You could also have wire strippers, but I prefer scissors because you can do more with them. And you're going to need a soldering iron. 15 to 25 watt. No more powerful because if you get more powerful, you can melt through your motherboard. And finally, you're going to need a momentary push button. They're pretty small. This came in a pack of 4 for $3, I believe. And they have red and black. So, it also comes with a washer and a hex nut right here. Okay, now that we have all our supplies, we're going to want to separate the 2 pieces of wire, and I already did this because it comes when they're put together and you need to split them down the middle. Then after you've done that, you need to take your scissors and cut around here. You can also do it with wire strippers. I did it with scissors. You cut around here and pull off the end part. I've already done that on this piece. After you do that, you're going to want to take your momentary push button, and on the bottom put the wire through the bottom piece, either one, it doesn't matter. Negative and positive is not an issue on this particular mod. Doesn't matter, you just have to have a good connection. And after you've done that, you're going to want to take your solder and get a little bubble of solder on the end of your soldering iron and solder it on there. You don't necessarily have to do this step, but I would recommend it because otherwise your rapid fire will be going on and off even when you have the button pushed in. So now you would repeat the same step for the other one. I don't have the white wire stripped, but put it through there and twist it around and solder it. And then you're going to want to take your motherboard. This one already has the mod on there. You're going to want to take your motherboard, and I don't know if you can see this or not, but right here there's 3 different solder points, and you're going to want to solder it to the middle one because that's where the trigger hooks up on the back of here. And the solder point is going to be right below A, kind of to the right. And then for the ground wire, there's another solder point down here, just directly right of the joystick, and it's the right point. So it's directly right of the right joystick, and it's the right point. So you're going to want to solder it there, or if you're really good at soldering, you can solder it up here. I've heard that works better, but I couldn't get it to stick. See how it's kind of brown? That's the player 1 LED, and you want to solder it to the bottom of there. I tried it, but I couldn't get it to stick. So once you've done that, you're going to want to figure out where to make your hole on the back of your controller. So what I do, I just take the back. You don't have to put the front on, but you can if you want. I just take like the bottom and put my hands on it like this, like I'd be playing. And I figured that my middle finger would work best. You can also do it for your ring finger, but that's getting kind of low here on the handle. So once you figured that out, you just kind of remember the spot, and then take your soldering iron and melt a hole through there. You can do it with a drill too, but a soldering iron works perfectly fine. Just remember to every once in a while, take your momentary push button and check the size. On this controller, I got the size a little large, so I have to put the hex nut on the other side so it doesn't keep pushing up and out. But once you've soldered the hole, you can just take the back of the controller and or the motherboard and put it into the back of the controller here. Line up your push button with the hole, and you'll probably find that there's a rumbler pack right here. So what you're going to want to do is just take the rumbler pack out. That's really simple. You can either just take the one part out, but what I did is I took all the white part off. So what you're going to do, instead of pulling from this line here, you can kind of see it on the video, I guess. Instead of pulling from that line, you're going to pull from farther down and pull the rumbler pack all the way off. And then there's going to be 2 prongs sticking out, and on my controller I just bent them sideways, but not to where they're touching the motherboard, because that'll short out your motherboard. So then once you've done that, just drop it in there and align everything up. You gotta get these rumbler packs in this direction. Line everything up, then you're gonna push these in and then push your momentary push button in. So now I've got the basis of it, and now what I'm going to do is take my hex nut and put it on the back of here. So to do that, I pull this down kinda, or push it down from the back side and start to screw it on there. You don't have to get it really far on there, but I find that it works best like this, because otherwise it'll be coming in and out like all the time. It'll, like, whenever you push it in, it'll go like in more than that, and it's really hard to push the button. So there it goes. And now I've got the bottom half of my modded controller here. And then from here, you can either put the top on or just put those little rubber pads on. You can put the rubber pads on and put a battery pack in the bottom. And then once you've done that, you put the battery pack in, and then you can go hook it up to your 360 and test it out. And if it doesn't work, I don't know, man, you must have messed it up. but it should work. And remember, you have to have this resistor for it to work.
Alrighty, this is how you get Escalation Map Pack 2 for Black Ops. Absolutely free, no bullshit, no scabby scams and stuff like that that you do not want. All you gotta do is get their email and password for PlayStation, sign in, go to the store, view downloads, and it should be right there. This is my account, so I don't have it, but that's the whole reason I want to show you that it's easy to get. So you sign out. You don't need to be signed in for it to download, so you really only need to be on the account for less than 30 seconds. Like, I've actually done it in 9 seconds, actually. And then you just have to be signed out of PlayStation Network for it to download, and there you go. See, there's no bullshit right there. So rate, comment, subscribe, etc. I don't really care, just want to help you out in getting free escalation. If you want to add me on PSN, it is Kondo_Muncher, and I do zombies and stuff like that, and I'll see you later.
someone to kiss, someone to kick you. There's nothing that you couldn't slip through. Or at least that's the impression I get, 'cause you're smooth and you're wet, and she's not aware yet, but she's yours. She'll be saying use me, show me the jacuzzi. I imagine that it's there on a plate. You're our rendezvous rate, means that you'll never be frightened to make them wait for a while. I doubt it's your style not to get what you set out to acquire. The eyes are on fire, you are the unforecasted storm.
Just an overview on the new controller that I just built. Basically it has rapid fire on all the buttons on the top here. You know, and you got your mode select here. You got 3 modes to choose from. Kind of a fast fire rate for mode 1. Mode 2's Call of Duty World at War rate, which it bypasses that filter they got. And then you got mode 3, which is as fast as your game will allow it to shoot, is how that rapid fire is set up. And then you got off. Basically your buttons are still stock here, but when you touch the new tack buttons on the sides, those are the ones that do the rapid fire. So it just basically makes this button shoot like 20 to 30 shots a second. You know, and then same thing with your L1, L2, R1, R2. All the rapid fire is done with these buttons here. And then if you don't want to use the rapid fire, you just use your buttons like you normally would. Everything is still good to go. But it just gives you that little advantage on racing games, shooting games, Street Fighter games. I mean, you name it. Whatever you think of that could benefit you. This basically controller will work on any game ever made. So like I said, I would just rate it what you think. Tell me what you think. Go to the website. I got plenty of other controllers to choose from. Also got these in white. Should be having silver ones coming pretty soon. I also do custom paint jobs on these too if you don't like the black or the white or the silver. I mean, I've got probably 16 different colors to choose from. But tell me what you think. Let me know what you think of this awesome controller. Thanks for watching.
Let the body bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.